Okay, good evening guys. Welcome back to Dr. DIY's channel. This channel is brought to you basically on the initiative on DIY projects and also information related to cars and etc. Okay, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and also like each video being posted. Right? The objective is mainly to implement new ideas or to improve ideas and to have a cost-effective solution in a cheap manner by DIY projects. Okay, what you're looking at here today is a lower panel of a CX5 vehicle, right? This is the undercarriage panel of this CX5 vehicle, and this undercarriage panel basically came loose. Why it came loose? Because the driver of this car went over a water ponding on the road, which was relatively large with a lot of water, and the speed of the car was also relatively fast because the driver was not aware of the water ponding in front. Okay, because it's a raining season, so due to the pressure of the water coming at the front, sorry, it was this way, okay, the water pressure, so the cover is actually like this. So this is the cover. So the cover is like this. So when the water came in with a very high pressure, it snapped the cover. The clips, because it's all supported by clips, only this back part here supported by screw size 10. So the cover snapped and it was dangling and it was scraping the road, and the cover cracked. You see, the cover cracked. So the cost of this cover to replace from Mazda is about 200 to 400 bucks, this cover. So what I'm going to share with you today in this video, how to repair this cover in a cheap cost, okay, with some simple tools which you may already have, or you can just get it in the local hardware shop, right? So without further ado, let's start the show. Okay, I just washed the cover using water and soap. You may not wash it, but I prefer to wash it because I will be able to see the physical damage on the board. Okay, you get to look at the board, at the panel, lower panel, physical damage. So you can see the crack, 1 2 3. So this is the crack. There is no damage on this panel because this panel is attached to the side here, right? So basically we are just going to repair that. So let it dry now. It's hot sun here. Okay, so this panel is the right hand side at the middle of the bottom of a Mazda CX5 2.0 year 2013, right? The part number, let me see, where's the part number? Yeah, KD53561X1. So this is the part number. I'm not sure if they have another part number for this guy, or is this, I think it's only one. Yeah, this guy there's no any. Yeah, there's also a part number for here. Is KD 45561Z1. Alright, K6805 is made of PP, polyurethane plastic. So this type of plastic is deformable, okay, but to the certain extent. So till the certain extent it will deform and it will not obey Hooke's law. It will come back, it will totally deform, right? So that is the usefulness of such a plastic. So let it dry now, and then we will come back to get that thing repaired. Okay guys, so we are going to patch this now. We are going to repair this. I cannot do it outside because it's raining, so I'm doing it inside. Okay, so what are things you are going to do? You need is basically a driller, a cordless drill. Okay, you need this PU board. You need a riveter, set of drill bits, and also your rivets. So what are we going to do now is, what is the main idea is, this is the crack. Okay, obviously you cannot gum it. So we are going to use this PU board and we are going to put it over the crack here in such a way that it's going to cover the crack and you are going to secure it by means of rivets. Right? So let's do it now. So I'm going to put this here, I'm going to measure it properly and I'm going to cut accordingly so it takes the shape here. So I'm going to put one panel here, that is the idea, and also one panel here. Okay, so after cutting the piece, this is how it's going to look like. So this panel is here, this panel is here. So the next, we are going to drill holes to secure this panel to the main plate. Okay, so we're going to drill some holes now. Okay, you just drill it here. Okay, so after the riveting, you can see I secure with a washer here so that the clamping force is much more greater, so it will really pull the plate to the base. Right, so we have already done these two parts, so this is how it looks like at the below. Okay, now as I was doing, I also noticed that you may use one single plate. It might be more stronger, or you may use another material such as aluminium plate or steel plate, but steel is not recommended because it will rust over time. I still prefer to use this plate because it's flexy as per the cover, because you know when you are driving with the vibration and all that, you need this thing to deform slightly. Okay, so we have already done here. So you can see I put this washer so that it will pull it in. Right, this is the washer here. So so your rivet, maybe you have to get a longer one, right? So in my case, let me see, do I have any more longer rivets here? Something like this but thinner, okay, longer. So when you use the riveter, this thing will bulge. When this thing bulge, you need the bulge to be up here. Okay, so when the bulge is up there and you have the thin steel plate here, it will basically pull in and it will hold it there. Right, so you can see now it's very much secured. Okay, so now I'm going to make a plate here, then we are done. Okay, so I added one plate here to secure this to this, and also one small reinforcing plate here. So this whole thing now is already fully secured, you can see. Right, so these are all the rivets. So later we are just going to spray black so it will not be too obvious. So okay, so you can see, it's very strong. Okay, it's very strong, it doesn't bend. So I think this one, it just adjust there a bit. Yep, so later we will spray this, okay, so it will not look too obvious, and we are good to fix it up. Okay, I notice there is a slight bend here, also here. So how to basically overcome this? Actually, it's not a big issue, but if you want to make it straight, so you just have to use a hot air gun, right? Slowly just warm the area up. warm the area up a bit. Is it warm? Yes. Careful guys, it's very hot. If you don't have a hot air gun, you may also use a hair dryer, right? Same working principle, it's just that hair dryer is not heavy duty. Okay, slowly just take the plier, just bring it up back. Alright, right, there you got it. Okay, and here is also right. So it's very straight now. This is just the mark, the bend mark. Okay, and I noticed there is a small crack here, so I'm not going to put a plate, but instead I bought this from the local hardware shop. Okay, it consists of the resin itself, is in a putty form, and also the hardener. And what they say here, apply epoxy putty, clean the surface, mix equal parts, so meaning which this and this should be equal, the ratio should be 1:1. So I'm going to mix it. I think it's plasticine, it's just like a plasticine or the Play-Doh type. And they said after mixing it, apply epoxy putty, work firmly onto surface, remove any excess material for better finish. Smoothen the surface with wet hand before it sets. Then they ask to re-wrap the material if needed. Okay, it can be applied. This is my first time using. It said it can be painted over, easily be mixed by hand, no shrinkage, work even under water, can be drill, mixed, filled or sanded. Okay. So this is actually, this brand is okay, this brand, because my silicone gum, all I'm using this brand. So far it's not a high-end brand, but it does the job. But this is my first time using it. Let's see how it works. So resin is white color, hardener is about brown color, so equal part, right? Just have to roughly estimate, and then you just mix it now until they say you get a uniform color. So I got a uniform color. You can see it's light brown in color. Okay, let's see under this light. So it's light brown in color. Can feel a bit sticky. So now we just slowly apply it here, right, in such a way. We just put it there. Yeah, that's the way. It's quite easy application, but I'm not sure how it will look like, or how will it be when it fully cures. So I will be updating this video when it fully cures. Okay, I managed to put it here, and just a bit here, and also to fill up some of the cracks down there. Okay, because they said can be used as a filler. Obviously later when it dry, we're going to polish it or remove that by sanding using an abrasive paper. All right, this is my first time also, so let us see how when it cures, how will it be. Will it be like a clay? Will it be strong? And also let us see, right? So we gotta let it cure. I think tomorrow we will continue. Thank you. Okay, it has been more than 7 hours, so this thing has already cured, and I'm quite impressed because it is hard as stone. It is hard as stone. So the product, the epoxy with the hardener, is really worth buying it. It's really hard, you see. It's hard, it's stone. And this thing is now very good. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically sandpaper. I have my sandpaper with different grades, so I think I'm going to use 180, and I'm going to use this as the base of my sandpaper so that it will be evenly distributed, the force. I'm going to apply some water and do that. So this is my sandpaper, that's the water. The objective is just to get a smooth finishing. You may not do this, but it's just for finishing purpose, okay, to make it even. Okay, this is after sanding. All right, so we just rinse it with the water once we are done. So you can see it's smooth. Now we just dry it, and then we just apply a black color paint, just application of a spray, so that it just don't look too obvious. Okay, the cover is already dried. I'm just gonna apply a thin layer of spray. This is flat black. Get it from the local hardware shop. It's about 4 ringgit or so. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Just so this is what we are gonna do, just to make it not so obvious. Okay, I already sprayed inside, right? Roughly you just spray to cover up, to make it black. Okay, this is outside, so it's already done. Later we're gonna fix it, so let it just dry. Okay, all right. Okay, a quick summary on what we have done. Basically, we have already patched the cover, okay, using a polyurethane, PU, uh, using a PU plate. After that, we have riveted it, okay. So after riveting it, we basically reinforce or seal those places, the crack places, with epoxy paste, right? After that, we sprayed it. After spraying it, so this is the cover, and this is the vehicle. So the vehicle is currently jacked up, okay. So this cover basically belongs to the lower part of the vehicle. So this method can be used for any panel, okay, to save costs. You can use for any panel, any plastic panels. You can use the riveting system, or you can use nut and bolt system to fasten up the panel, right? In this case, I've used 2 panels, but in you after thinking about it, you may also use one whole big plate, okay, such that it will be much more secure. You may also use an aluminium plate or acrylite plate, depends on preferability, on your preference, sorry. Okay, so, and also of cost saving, because if you are using aluminium plate, obviously it's going to increase the weight of the vehicle, although not that significant, but you are still increasing the weight. So this is the cover. It looks very good now. So I'm going to secure back this cover to the car by means of the original fastest. Okay, so just want to share, there are 2 screws and also a nut, okay, for this cover under the car, and it is secured by clips. Let me show you what clips do I mean. It is secured by these clips, right? Now, just to share with you guys, these clips are the most common clips used to secure these panels for most of the modern vehicles today. Alright, they are easy to be used. How you're going to use this clip is basically you put it in the hole. Let's say this is the hole and this is the car chassis. So you put it, this button have to be pulled out. So once you put it in the hole, you press the button, the clip will expand. Can you see? So the clip now will not, obviously this clip is not for this hole. So let me find a, can I go with this hole? No. How about this hole? Yes, I found a hole. Okay, let me just show you how it works. Right, so you have the hole there, you have this hole, so you have to have the clip in this way, right? If your clip is in this way, it doesn't work. You can't go in the hole, you can't put it in the hole because you see it's already expanded. If you look from the side, it's already expanded. So in order to get it out, just press it gently. So it should be like this, right? So you put it in the hole, gently press. That is how you use this clip. You see? Easy to fasten. What is the disadvantage? Right. The disadvantage of this clip is over time, it will come loose due to the vibration of the car, due to the water effects and all that. It will come loose and eventually it will drop if you don't do an inspection of your undercarriage of your vehicle every now and then, right? Most people, they overlook this. Hence, the clip will give way and the tendency of your undercarriage panel to drop is very, very high. So you got to inspect on this clip, right? So if you come across, if these clips are missing, you may get it from the local spare part shop. The cost of this clip, one, is about, if not mistaken, is close to 4 ringgit to 6 ringgit. One clip. It's quite ridiculous, the price. Yes. So I'm going to share with you all the link where I bought these clips from Shopee. If not mistaken, it's less than 20 bucks. And what do I get? Yes, all the size of the clips. Can you see? Less than 20 bucks, all the size of the clips from Shopee. It comes from China, right? Worth buying this and keeping in your house because most of the cars are using all these type of clips, and you have the stock is easy. Every now and then you find any clip missing, or you just keep a few in your car to secure if any plate comes loose. Obviously, the best solution is still using a nut and bolt, but nut and bolt will be basically a bit tedious the job because you need to screw it in and so forth, right? So we use this clip. I will put the link in the description below later for you to go and view this online where you can buy it, right? So I think that's about it. I'm going to fasten the plate now, and later maybe I will just take a short video how the plate looks like, how this cover looks like after fastening up under the car. Thank you. Okay, the panel has been installed, the lower panel. You can see it's secured by clips and bolts. So I've already installed it. This is how it looks like. This is the front panel. It's the lower panel. So this thing came loose together with this. So when you go fast, water pressure goes here. You can see this is just a clip. So it pushes this cover down. So all this clip came loose and this cover broke here due to the force exerted by the water. So this whole thing bent and it was touching the floor. That's why it tore here. So I've already mend this. I in fact changed the clip, and I also put silicone gum here to prevent water from going in future and to tear this. So this is an improvement. I put silicone gum here, right, and also some silicone gum at the back there. So this is how it looks like after you fix. I've also inspected the rest of the undercarriage of the car. Seems to be good. There are a few clips missing, right? For example, this guy here, you see, it's loose. Why is loose? Because there is a clip here missing, so I got to put a clip. So guys, if your car is more than at least 1 year old, please do the check, right? Please go to a local foreman or your mechanic, right? He will have the hydraulic jack, okay, to jack up the car, and ask him to check for all the clips or the undercarriage. Undercarriage, many of the users, they overlook this. So any clips missing, ask them to replace it, and the price is very minimum, okay, because this undercarriage is not simply placed, it is placed to protect the electrical circuitry, okay, any cables, the fuel lines, right, and also to improve the aerodynamic of the car in terms of wind flow, right, airflow, sorry. So when the airflow, if you don't have this cover, right, so the air will be flowing in a turbulence manner and you will have a lot of drag, and this is where your fuel consumption will be high. So in today's modern vehicles, most of the vehicles down are all closed from the front. You can see this is CX5, huh? From the front is all closed right until the back. It's all closed, and you see it's all closed. So guys, just to let you know, if your car is more than 1 year old, please take it to the mechanic shop and check it, undercarriage, for any loose compartments, missing clips, okay, loose panels and so forth, right? So I hopefully this video gives you some information and some knowledge sharing. Okay, thank you very much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to Dr. DIY's channel. Till we meet again, thank you very much.